loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here and I cannot wait to chat with you. Today we are going to be chatting about a few little tips and tricks that I've kind of kept in my mind to help me over this month and a half that I have been in my calorie deficit so far. I still have a little while to go to reach my goal weight. I have until I think the end of the year that I would need to be in a calorie deficit, but if I reach my non-scale goal before I get there, before we get to the end of the year, then I probably will go back into kind of a maintaining situation rather than a deficit. But for now, I'm in a deficit. I've been in it for a month and a half and I've been sticking to it with no problem. It's been, I wouldn't say it's been easy, but it's definitely been easier than anything else that I've done. I did a calorie deficit one other time and it really worked for me. I don't know why I didn't continue it. I got off track and I let that kind of 1 day to 1 week get me off track for, it's been a year now, like a year and a half now, but I'm back in it and I could not be happier. My first tip, pick a diet and stick with it. Whether it's counting calories or cutting out sugar or cutting out carbs or doing a protein diet, like a keto diet, whatever your diet is, pick it and stick with it. Don't let anyone talk you out of it. Don't let anything trip you up. Don't let one bad day ruin the rest of the week or even the rest of the day. Just stick with it. Pick something and stick with it. So for me, I picked calorie counting. I chose to be in a calorie deficit because I don't really have to restrict anything as long as it fits into my calories. I absolutely love that because I can still make my creamy, delicious, sweet iced coffee in the morning that I love to have. I can still make that. I just make it fit into my calories. I use sugar-free syrups. I still put whipped cream on it. I'm just kind of measure out my milk now and kind of do things like that. I can have a giant dinner because I'm counting my calories throughout the day and I know that I want to save, say, 800 calories for dinner, and I am on a 1700 something calorie budget. So I know that, okay, this, then I have that for the rest. So let's say I want an 800 calorie dinner. I know that for the rest of the day I'll have 900 and I just have to split that up evenly to whatever. And so whatever diet you are on, make it work for you and stick to it. So whether you're counting points, work it around what works for you. If you like a big breakfast, then have more points at breakfast and just kind of know that you have fewer points for the rest of the day. Whether you are have a protein goal set, then, and you know that you like to have, I don't know, a big lunch, then, and you know that you're gonna have a giant steak or a bunch of chicken breasts for lunch, then maybe plan your breakfast and dinner out to where there's less protein, so that way you can have a bigger protein at lunch. Whatever it is, just figure a way to work it around yourself and your preferences and stick to it. That being said, I want to encourage you to start small. You don't have to go balls to the wall. You don't have to dive in head first. You don't have to swing for the fences on your first bat. You don't have to go 90 to 100, you know? Just start small. Meet yourself where you are. If you are planning to start working out and you don't move at all, then maybe start doing small walks. Maybe if you have a dog, take your dog out for a 15-minute walk in the morning and one in the evening. or just one 15-minute walk a day. If you know that you are just over consuming, if you know that you are just eating so many calories in a day that it could be closer to 5,000, then maybe just start kind of cutting it down to 3,000 or 4,000. Just start small. So, okay, I have been watching a lot of people on YouTube, and I found this one girl, and she said that she and her husband, how they started off, like they started small, obviously. It wasn't some drastic change, but so every night before they went to bed, they each had a family-sized bag of potato chips. Well, instead of each having a full family-sized bag of potato chips, they took one bag and they shared it, and that's how they cut down. They still were able to have their potato chips, but they started small. Instead of completely cutting it out and just saying like, I'm not doing any of this stuff anymore, all this is out of my life, and throwing all your groceries away and like paying thousands of dollars for a crazy gym membership or all these like expensive workout things to have at home. Just start small with you know, a free walk, or trying to figure out something that you already have in your fridge that will work for you. Or, you know, if you usually have 3 ice creams at night, have 2 ice creams or 1. If you are someone who goes to Sonic Happy Hour every single day, maybe try to only go 3 times a week. Or if you're someone that has 4 sodas a day, try to scale back to maybe 2 sodas a day. It doesn't have to be this big, crazy, outlandish change, because we all know that human beings do not do well with change. I personally do not do well with change. If I know that change is coming, I start freaking out. I start like panicking, and it's just like doomsday for me, because I don't do well with change. And I know that a lot of people don't do well with change. So another instance would be if you are going and getting your coffee from a coffee shop every single morning, and you're doing, say, like 6 pumps of white chocolate and 3 pumps of vanilla, then maybe you get 4 pumps of white chocolate and only 1 pump of vanilla. Or if you are getting a giant caramel frap with whipped cream on top, then maybe get it without the whipped cream. Or if you still want the whipped cream, then maybe get a smaller size. Just figure out a way to start where you are and meet yourself where you're at, so that you are dipping your toe into the water, but you're not drowning. Figure out where, when, and how you can get a workout. If you are someone who does not move, like I just mentioned, figure out how you can start taking a 15-minute walk. Maybe it's on your lunch hour. Maybe it's when you wake up. A lot of people say like, oh, wake up before your kids do. And I'm like, okay, respectfully, that is not the person that God created me to be. I am just not ever going to be the mom who wakes up before her children willingly. It is not going to happen for me. So I know that at the end of the day, I still have some energy, and I know that everything's done already, and I know that I will have a good night's rest after a, you know, little workout, whether it's intense or not. I know that at the end of the night, I will do my workout, because I'm not able to get up in the morning. So figure out what works for you. If waking up in the morning before anyone gets up and before you like have to start doing everything for everyone else, if that works for you, then do that. If taking a walk at the local park next to your job, if that works for you on your lunch break, do that. If stopping at the park on the way home, or stopping at the gym on the way home to get in a quick workout or what have you, if that works for you, then figure out when you can do that, and like just make it work for you. Again, meet yourself where you're at. If you need to get a walking pad to you know, get your steps in while you're at work, if there's just no time in your day and that's the only way that you can, you know, like get your movement in, get your steps in, then go ahead and do that. But just make sure that you're doing it. Make sure to get some kind of movement And if it's if you need to habit stack, then do that. If you don't know what habit stacking is, it's just where you are doing two things that you're already gonna do, two things that you have to do, but you're doing them at the same time. So a lot of people have the walking pad and they know that they're gonna have to be at their computer for so long, so they may as well be on their walking pad as well and kind of like knock out two birds with one stone. So if you have to figure out things like that, like how to habit stack or what have you, do that. If you know that your kid is going to have practice later that night, then plan to maybe drop them off and then go walking around the neighborhood, or bring your dumbbells with you and do a quick workout while your child is having practice. And don't be embarrassed, macho. If you can, surround yourself with like-minded people. So I knew that I definitely 100% was ready to get back into counting calories and losing weight. So I hopped on YouTube. I don't really have a community, and my coworkers were already like, nah, we're not, like, we don't want to do that. So I hopped on YouTube and I found some girls who I saw their before and after pictures, and their before was something similar to me and their after is something similar to my goal weight. So I found people that were similar to me, but also people who were relatable and that I could relate. Well, I hope that they're relatable and you can relate to them. I found people who explain things easily, who explain things the way that I could understand, who weren't just talking at me, but it felt like they were talking to me, with me. It felt like they were just a friend that I was talking to. I found people like that on YouTube, and now I watch them every single week or every time they put a video out, and it just keeps me encouraged. It's the same way that I learned how to make sourdough bread. I was watching people, and each time I would watch them, they would inspire me to want to do something else. Anytime that I'm feeling a little bit less than average in my homemaking skills, keeping the house tidy and stuff, I will go and watch the Trad Wives on YouTube or Instagram, and I will immediately be inspired to like get up off my tail and go clean my house. So same with this journey, same with weight loss, same with whatever diet you choose. Follow other people who are maybe on the weight, like if you're doing Weight Watchers, follow people who are also doing Weight Watchers and see what their meal ideas are. Take ideas from them and get inspiration from them. If someone else is counting calories that you see, get with them and kind of like compare notes and see if they have any fun snacks that you could do. If someone's on keto, see if they have any like fun drinks that they love or anything like that. Just find people who can inspire you and help you want to continue on this, rather than people who are like, oh, come on, just have a treat. Oh, come on, one bite won't hurt. Oh, come on, you're always dieting. Just don't let anyone distract you and pull you away from the things that you know you have your mindset to, which leads me into number 5. Do not forget your goal. Remember your goal. You started this with a goal in mind, and don't forget it. Every morning I remind myself, or every day I remind myself, today I wanted to have a blueberry muffin so bad at work, but I reminded myself that I want to be a hot wife. My husband is 11 years older than me, and so I want to be the young hot wife. And I just want to feel like a young hot wife. I just want to feel like a hot, like, trophy wife. You know? Like, that's the vibe. That is my goal. And it may sound shallow. It may sound, I don't know, silly. It may sound vain. But right now, that's my goal. On top of being healthy and wanting to be a fit old lady, because Lord willing I will be old lady, and my kids are getting older, I don't want them to have to be like worried about me, like, oh, mom fell or something like that. So I do want to be healthy and I do want to be strong, but my number one motivator right now is that I want to be a hot wife. I want to be a baddie. I want to be a hottie, and not for anyone else, just for myself. Like, I want to look in the mirror and I want to say, like, shoddy, a little baddie. Like, I want to look in the mirror and be like, yup. And I also want my husband to look at me and be like, yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Like, so yes, it may sound silly, but remind yourself of that goal every day. Whatever it is, just like, if you want to be the hottest person in your workplace, girl, do it. If you want to be the hottest mom at preschool pickup, girl, do it. If you want to be the hottest mom on the baseball team, girl, do it. Like, and keep reminding yourself of that, because on top of other people inspiring you, you have to also inspire yourself, and you have to light that fire under yourself to keep going, because nobody else is going to do it for you. This is not a Disney movie. This is not a Marvel movie. No one's coming to save us. No one's coming to do it for us. So we have to keep reminding ourselves each day. We have to remember our goal. We have to remember the things that we need to do to get towards that goal, and to just keep motivating ourselves. So just remember all these things, and I know that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I don't want to go work out right now, but I'm going to, because I want to be a chica fuega. But I hope that hopefully you learned something new, and hopefully you will take these tips and tricks and just kind of put them in your pocket. I'm not an expert or anything by any means. I'm not some fitness influencer or anything like that. I'm just a girl who wants to lose weight and wants to help others who maybe want to lose weight as well, be inspired, and not having to go scrounge the internet for this information that could just be simply told to you like this. So I hope that if you were looking for this information, that you take it and you use it as like kind of a toolkit, and it helps you to stay on track. And if you don't need it, thanks for watching anyways, and chunk it and save it for later or whatever. But remember, start small. Don't forget your goals. You are a baddie already. Love yourself where you're at, and you will get to where you want to be. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Even if you just did any one of those things, I would be so grateful. So thank you all so much, and I hope that y'all have a blessed week. It's a little like bonus tip. Remember that it takes time. When I first opened up my calorie app to create a deficit, I put in that I wanted to lose 50 pounds, and it told me that I would reach that goal by next year in March. That's a year away. It was a year away when I started it. And I thought, how? Like, why? But I have to remember that it took me 4 or 5 years to gain all this weight. It's gonna take some time to lose it, and I feel like 1 year is better than 4 to 5 years. And I know that I can stick with it, and I want you to know that you can stick with it too. And I also want you to know that the time's gonna pass anyways. So would you rather have chased your goal and met it, or continued on doing the same things that you were doing and not even be halfway to where you want to be? Do you want to be fit and healthy in a year, or do you want to be stuck where you're at and feeling miserable and sick and all the things that you may be feeling right now?